welcome to my show. It's Chilling with Adey. It's been 6 whole weeks that I've been absent from the show. Please do pardon me. It's not my fault. I know many of you know that I lost my mom. I miss her so dearly, and I just have to pick up the pieces of where I left it. And that's why I decided to come back. I've got a guest today, but before I introduce my guest to you, I'd like to thank all of you that have sent me messages regarding my mom's passing, all your phone calls, your gifts. Everyone has been very supportive. You've been there for my family and we all just appreciate you, family and friends, for helping us go through this trying times of ours. I really do want to thank you for joining me on my show. Thank you so much. And it's time for me to definitely get my guest on the show today. I'm still waiting for my guest to show up. I can't see his face. I can't see his face. I'm waiting for my guest to turn on his camera.
It's on. No.
Is it? Can you see me?
I can see you, but you can't see me.
No, I
Why?
can't. I can't. I think you're doing something funny from your phone. You need to do something.
Oh, okay. I can see you.
Hi.
Hi, London. Hi, the
Hi,
UK.
Ash from Nigeria. Hi.
We out here.
Viewers, this has been like the 6th month, if I'm not exaggerating, of inviting this man on the show. But luckily, he has the time for me today. So, how are you?
I'm even on duty, but
Are you on the show? Are you on the
I
show
had to
right
just
now?
come on. So I came to my friend's store. It's called FX Authentic Boutique in Warri. So I came to get me my pajamas for my tomorrow show. You know.
You're wearing the
Yeah,
pajamas
so,
for your show tomorrow.
no, it's called a pajamas pool party.
Oh, okay. I thought you're wearing it, specifically wearing it just for the fun of it.
No, everybody go wear it for the party of it. We all gonna wear it for the party of it.
Am
That's
I
what's up.
invited? Should we come?
Madam, before you go reach here, go taste more now. Just
Okay, we've got Ushbebe in the house today, viewers.
what's
He's
that?
here to talk about some of the challenges he's had in his industry. Ush, can you introduce yourself, please?
All right, guys. Good day. My name is Ushbebe Justice. I'm a comedian, and also I just did there. Normally, I'm a hustling guy, entertainer, showbiz, actor. I don't do armed robbery, but I'm just here.
Viewers,
That's all.
he forgot to add, he's the man with big bucks. He's got money in his pocket. So if you want some,
I don't get money. Oh, we did for coronavirus era. Oh, we not get so. It's been a
okay,
lockdown thingy.
okay. So you've actually introduced yourself and you have stylishly told us where you are. So your friend is
Yeah,
gonna pay for the your friend
FX.
is gonna pay
They
for
say
the
you go pay for advert.
advertisement. Yeah,
People
but
in London, for your family member worried that one Christmas clothes. See, we just go back from China. We just go back from Europe.
okay, he's got to send up some shirts for
No,
for the
no
advertisement.
problem. No problem. You guys just
Okay.
send him invoice. He's capable. Mhm.
Okay, we're sending you the invoice, Ash.
Don't send me. Oh, send him. I don't tell my address. The airport road for worry deal. I not do. Please.
This guy is something else. Okay,
Mm.
Ash. The questions I usually ask on this show is typically, how people overcome the challenges they face in life. So I know you're a comedian and you've come this far. So what challenges did you have to go through to be where you are today? Because I know everybody's gone through one thing or the other.
So basically for me, it's finding my feet to the green spot in the industry, because I came into an industry where there were a lot of guys that are actually
Yes.
making waves and doing a lot of stuff in terms of entertainment.
Yeah.
So I had to tighten my belt, sit up, and project myself in somewhat way that people would enjoy. Look at you want that the second how they talk about my challenges. Come on, Olivia. I'm so sorry. Is the senior sales executive here?
It's
Yeah.
okay, Ash. Please let her show her fine face if she wants to.
She they run, but she would not show her face. But I came in. I be yeah. I'm just
Okay, back to your answer.
okay. So basically, I started off as a banker, but that's not saying I wasn't a comedian or an MC as when I started doing stand up and all of that, but I had to serve and learn the ropes for this business before I could, find my feet and be doing what I'm doing. And I'm still learning every day though, so it's the same thing. But I came off from, NYSC camp, went straight up to the bank, working as a marketer. And then someday I just decided that no, I need to pursue this business correctly. So I called up AY and I'd be like, Baba, I need to come and learn under you. Although I've learned under him from uni, because we were in same uni, same department. I was selling tickets for him in the university. I was taking chairs to halls. I was packing. You understand me? So it's been a learning process all my life from when I decided that okay, I was going to be an entertainer. So from that time the challenges were okay, how do I now find events I was going to put myself. And so when I got the opportunity to stand, I just took it straight up. So when I even now got my base, the biggest challenge was now putting up these concerts, putting up these TV shows, putting up all this. And we're in an industry where you need to package yourself to help yourself. You
Exactly.
understand? If you don't know the ED or the brand manager of some big businesses, you will not get sponsorship for your shows. You will not. So I've been stringing, pushing my events and trying to talk to people. If they come, fine. If they don't come, fine. At the time when I got married, like my first few millions I had, I told my wife we're using all this money to do show. And she'd be like, "Is this one okay? Are you sure?" I said, "Don't worry, don't worry, let's do it. It will work." And from there on, I don't think I've done a show that I made a loss ever.
That's
In the
good.
IEF for what it say at all a draw, we go draw. But I can count probably maybe one time that I actually made my capital. But every other time it's been profit, it's been
Wow.
success, and
Well
we've been
done.
going, good.
There are a few things that you said here, Ash, that I want to go back to. So you mentioned you served, right, and you learned from someone.
Yeah.
Is it not because you know the people that matter in the industry? That's how you could serve and learn from. So what of people that don't know people?
No, so as I
How do
when I
they
knew
make it?
AY, as I when I knew AY, he was not the industry.
Okay.
I knew AY from the university, so we were in school. Do you understand? The industry was happening in Lagos. Who were in Abraka. So AY was not a name known in Lagos. He was probably a name known in Abraka. You get me? So he
Yes.
probably knew a few people, but he wasn't like a
A
massive
brand.
name, a brand, but you understand because he was doing a lot of stuff. He was producing events as a then. He was not doing stand-up comedy. No.
Okay. Okay.
So I served under him then. No, so when I now decide to leave the bank, he was now a brand. So I reserved again. So
Yeah, it
at the
started.
point is you believing in what you want and taking the key to say, okay, this is what I want to do. I would go all the way and pursue and follow suit. That was it.
I totally
That was
understand you coming where you're coming from and talking about AY wasn't a brand yet, but still, AY had to get to where he had to get to on his own by his own hard work. So as you did.
yeah.
Okay. But I'm saying that there's some guys or some women that do what they have to do. They struggle just like the way you struggled, but they're still not there. So what makes you different? What is that difference? I mean, if you're saying
Well,
it's brand.
well, I would say aside your personal effort, there's God's grace. You get that's something you
That's a
can't take
key.
away, because a lot of people put in so much work and still don't get to achieve anything at the end. But every of us work, everyone works, everyone puts in effort, puts in work to what they do, but the effort has to be crowned by God's favor and God's grace. If it
True.
doesn't come, I
True.
don't know.
True.
Another thing is, when you actually have opportunity to do something and shine, do not for every time be tired. I've done so much. You don't know what time is your time.
Good. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand? So you don't know what time is your time. You don't know if that time that you're tired is the time that you're going to actually escalate. So if you just keep doing your, a lot of people, I beg everybody says keep doing it, keep doing it. The story is just keep doing it. If you pick, you pick. If you not pick, you not pick. Just keep doing it. That's what it is.
Yes.
Really.
Okay.
So if you're saying, oh, I don't know any big person, you will find your way for the big persons to know you. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
I studied theater. I had like an uncle that was like the biggest name in the movie industry, R&D. But I wasn't saying, oh, when I come up for school, I'll go meet R&D more day. But it's AY. Do you understand me? So I was looking at making myself known so that people that actually should align with me will come and align with me. That's how it's playing. So as at the time where I was working with AY, the likes of Ice Prince, Whiskey, Scales, um, what are their names again? Emma, yeah, Ice Prince. Okay, yeah, Emma was his boss. So Jesse Jags, Terry G, all them guys, Kelly Handsome, Timaya, all these guys at that time were people I was running to do interviews with. So they were familiar with my face because decided to stay under a man. You understand? So at the time I got my break, it was easy for them to align with me because they know that no, this guy we don't know him now. You understand me? So you must, every opportunity you have, do something great so that your projection will easily come. You understand? When your time is due. I don't know what time is anybody's time. I just know that time day.
There's
It's
the
not your
time.
wristwatch you're wearing, but there's time. And the Bible calls it time and season. So till that time reach now, you know. But for now, just do your work.
I can totally relate to what you're saying because most of the time when people serve and want to learn, they're not humble with it. So I think sometimes most people are impatient and they don't want to be humble. They just want to get to the top that very day they started. I think that is the problem for most people. So I can relate to what you're saying. So going forward, how how is your family to start with? How's your family? How are you all
My
doing?
family, they are doing fantastic. They are doing
Okay,
fantastic.
so how did you now face the challenges? Now, I know you said that your wife said, what's wrong with this guy when you wanted to use your millions? So going forward, how does she feel or how does your whole family feel when
It's
you
my wife that will tell me now to pack all my money and do show because she knows.
you know?
You understand? Yes, because she knows that this guy has actually learned the ropes, and he could pull it and bring it, make it work anytime. She's encouraged me a lot, as you know, and it's easier from the home front. So say some people just if some people they marry miss. No, when you
Yeah,
marry miss is when you have issue.
yeah, you
If
have a
your wife does
problem.
not align to your vision or to your
Yeah.
dream or what it is that you do, when I go to get crisis, you understand that it's not actually necessary
So
in your house. So, but
is there a time she you both struggle when it comes to you going for a show and you're not home for a few days or a few
no,
months?
no, there was no time. My wife already knew that I'm a traveler and I'm a hustler. So there was no time that my wife was going to complain. So even as at the time I would be in Lagos and my wife was in Lagos, I can't get home on time. She understands. She would rather not force me to come on the road and be robbed or go and get accident because I probably overdrank and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. If you marry the right woman and you're doing what I'm doing, you probably find it easy to assess, progress. That's what it
Okay.
is, really.
Okay. So, what advice would you give to up and coming comedians or entertainers?
Okay, so for now, I'll just say that guys should actually
Use their
be ready to serve.
brains.
Recently, boys don't want to serve. Everybody just wants to be a big man when it comes to the
Exactly.
business. Everybody wants to blow. Somebody comes to you and say, "Let me work with you now." In 2 weeks, you know they rebel. In 1 week, you know they feel say suppose don't reach where they. I worked with AY for 4 years.
Wow.
Four
Wow.
years
That's
before
good.
from 28, I left the bank 28 till 2012. Just 4 years.
So what's your relationship? What was your relationship then and now with AY? Is it tighter or as
And my
everybody's
bros
drift?
now, as it's my baby. It's my baby. But then I used to see that this guy wants to kill me with pressure. Nothing you do for anyone that is good. I'm telling you. He's always to put you on your toe. Osh, what is this? Nah, come on, because I'll give it to him. AY is one very intelligent entertainer. Too
Yes.
creative. In short, his creativity, you can't come and sit down and you want to. When they say we can battle with the law, we can battle. You can't come and battle with him in creativity. Because from uni, he's been doing that. So the
Mm.
best you can do is okay. My principal use IQ. And Kevin Sapp, I know your show is December 20. That's not the reason why you should be disturbing this. Oh, I'm sorry. Please, I'm online. I thought you were on a video. This is another very funny comedian. His name is Kelvin Sapp. He's here. He's
Hi,
having a show.
Kelvin.
Come and say hello.
Hi.
Hi, Kelvin. How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? And how is your show coming up?
We tried our best, but right here we don't have sponsors, so we're just trying to do.
He's having his own challenge now.
You are going to get there. All we're saying here is just wait for your time, and you will definitely get there. Definitely.
Sometimes you have to still tip the work clock so that you can have your time.
He said you have to tip the work clock so that you can
It's
have your
nice
time.
to meet you.
Okay,
Osh, thank you.
basically,
Thank you.
yeah, the relationship is very cordial, and when you are needed to be at, or if I'm doing something, anyone calls me, hey, Osh, I'll leave what I'm doing and run there, because
Wow.
everything I am, I know it's God, but there
Yeah.
was a springboard, and that's
Yeah.
that man AY. So
Mm.
I'll say it. That's why I don't like people that are very proud not to identify where they got their shootout from. I don't like it. I'll rather you say the truth and say this person helped me
I
become who
know.
I am, and that was what AY did for my brand, basically.
You are the first time I spoke to Osh, guys, he is so down to earth. Apart from the fact that you keep running after him, he is very, very humble. He's never tired. He's always on his toes. But he will still take his time, even when he's drunk or when he's at a party or anything. The next day or 2 days time, he'll still come back to answer your messages, but just leave him to do whatever he has to do. So, Ash, I would like to ask you right now the final question. So, if anybody needs your assistance here abroad, maybe they need you for a show, an MC, how can they get to you? I know you can't give phone numbers, but I mean,
no, I'm the easiest person to access. Probably send me a DM, send me an email. I'll reply you ASAP.
what's your DM?
My DM is Ushbebe Comedian at Ushbebe Comedian on Instagram. You can send me a message on Snapchat, Ushbebe, USHBEBE, or you can just go to my website and drop a message. I'll reach out to you ASAP and stuff.
Okay, is it going to be that expensive for anyone abroad to say they need your assistance?
So I charge about 1.5 million in Nigeria, so they should do the math.
Okay, take plus or minus. So if
Yeah.
for if we were asking um to help us with an MC or a show, is there a discount for family members or friends?
It's business. We could talk discount offline.
Very good answer, viewers. Very good answer.
Yeah.
It shows a man with brains and not
Yeah.
just being a comedian. Thank you so much for coming on my show today.
You're
Really
welcome.
appreciate the time that you.
Finally, your husband will let me breathe.
I know. I
I'm so
know.
that it's over.
I'm gonna call him right now. He's on the computer upstairs, but I'm gonna have to sign out. Thank you so much for watching the show
God
today.
bless you.
Thank you, and keep it rolling. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to text me or to send me messages on my WhatsApp or my Instagram or my Facebook page. I'm always available. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care, everyone.